While we may think lions and other massive predators have the largest claws, there are some that may even surprise you. In fact, the African lion has a claw length of just 1 inch, while some herbivores have 4 to 5 inch claws. Of course, size isn't everything, and you can argue carnivores are more agile and powerful than their longer clawed prey. Still, in this video, size does matter, and today, we're going to look at some animals with the biggest claws in the world. Welcome back to Forever Green, and before we go on, we have a quick question for you. Which animal would you think has the bigger claw, an eagle or a grizzly bear? Stick around to the end for the biggest and more surprising animal claw. Number 10. Armadillos. In addition to having a near bulletproof armor for skin around their body, armadillos have giant front claws they use for digging to get ants and termites out of their little tunnels. A 3-foot armadillo will have claws about 8 inches long. They stand motionless when a predator approaches, but they claw and bite if they are under serious threat. While you might still survive the clawing, you might not survive the diseases they will transfer to you. Armadillos are known carriers of leprosy, rabies, and many other harmful diseases. Humans don't often get into fights with these creatures, but household pets like dogs and cats do, and if your pet catches the disease, the infection will spread. Their giant claws also help them dig a tunnel quickly to escape in the event of a threat. This can even cause pipe breakage and weak structures at your house. Other than that, they are usually harmless creatures and often victims of roadkill, but they are also multiplying in number, especially in Florida. Number 9. Sloths. Sloths may be the furthest thing from your mind when we say the words dangerous or harmful. They sleep all day, they're always slow, and they seem as gentle as a teddy bear. But these are misconceptions. Just take a look at this video of a sloth fighting off a harpy eagle. Eagles are pretty powerful predators, and if a sloth can deter them, there's no telling what they could do to us. Their claws can grow to 4 inches long, which is useful for hanging from trees. The two-toed sloths in particular can get pretty aggressive. If you approach them or try to cuddle them when they are not in the mood, you might suffer a few scratches and cuts. 3-toed sloths are usually more easygoing, but they don't appreciate human hands all over them either. So, while they may look like they're up for a cuddle, looks can be deceiving. Sloths also do not actually sleep 18 to 20 hours a day. The study conducted that gave this result had sloths in captivity. They probably slept because they were bored and had nothing else to do. And who can't relate to that? A study in the wild revealed that sloths only sleep 9 hours a day and spend the rest of their time foraging and watching out for predators, among other things. With that in mind, here's another fact. Sloths are actually pretty fast and powerful when they want to be. Number 8. Komodo dragon. Also called the Komodo monitor, these lizards are natives of the Indonesian islands of Komodo, Rinca, and Flores. They are the largest species of lizard on Earth, growing up to 10 feet in length and weighing 150 pounds, with 4-inch claws. You definitely don't want to see this one crawling up the walls of your home. Not that you wanted to see the common house lizard either. As a result of their size, they dominate the ecosystems they live in. They hunt and ambush birds and mammals and use their powerful legs, sharp teeth, and huge claws to grab onto their prey. Their group behavior while hunting is also pretty exceptional in the reptile world, almost the same as when a group of lions set out to hunt. Komodo dragons also use their forked tongue to track their prey and have been known to attack humans. With claws that big, you definitely do not want to get caught, and they run pretty fast. Fortunately, they can only run in a straight line, so if you're ever in an encounter, just run in a zigzag pattern, and they'll give up the chase. Still, human and dragon have lived pretty peacefully on these islands for years now, and incidents of Komodo dragons killing people are rare. And if you think that sounds crazy, just wait for the number 1 animal with the biggest claws. It's going to blow your mind. Number 7. Polar bear. As fluffy and cuddly as they might look, polar bears are actually amongst the powerful and dangerous predators on the planet, because it gets pretty cold where they live. They need to be on a steady diet of heavy fats to keep warm, which they get from seals and walruses. To tear into their flesh, you would need some pretty big and sharp claws. Polar bears are 4 to 6 inch and razor sharp. It's much longer than those of their black bear cousins, but it's also very thick and curved to help them grip the frozen ice or any slippery prey like the ringed seal. Sadly, these creatures are under threat due to climate change, pollution, and oil and gas development. Hunting for their fur, meat, and sinews was common, and in 1968 alone, 1,250 polar bears were killed. Despite being at the top of the food chain, it seems the apex predator's predator is humans. Without polar bears, we risk a change in the population of seals, killer whales, and sharks, all affecting smaller fish populations. Once we lose them, there's no going back. Number 6. Siberian tiger. Also called the Amur tiger, these tigers used to roam a greater part of Asia, from the Korean peninsula to China and Russia. Today, they're mainly found in the mountain region of the Russian Far East. They range from 70 to 82 inches in length and have 4-inch claws that they keep sharp and even use to communicate with each other. Their claws are retractable, curved, and long, and they help the tigers grab prey, mark their territory, and climb trees. They eat the usual boar, hare, and rabbits, but they also enjoy a Manchurian wapiti, a type of deer, the long-tailed gora, and even black bears, despite black bears also being pretty powerful predators themselves. Number 5. Bald eagles. Bald eagles are carnivores, and they sustain themselves on a steady diet of fish, meat, and corian. They have 2-inch long claws, and it's made of a hard protein called keratin, the same thing human nails and hair are made of, but theirs grows much longer and develops pointier to help them grip onto slippery prey. It also helps them tear their prey apart with ease and fight with rival eagles. What's more, they can apply 1,000 pounds of pressure per square inch with their talons. If you're a fish in a lake, the eagle will swoop down and grab you out the lake and even eat you while it's flying, all before you can blink an eye. The long, sharp talons of bald eagles and other birds of prey have long been portrayed as symbols of strength, power, and primal tenacity. In fact, recent studies have also shown that Neanderthals had great admiration for these enormous birds, and even spiritual significance on them by using eagle talons as symbolic elements in necklaces and pendants. Bald eagles are also the national symbol of the United States of America, and that's probably why they are of least concern in their conservation status. They were once on the brink of expiration, but populations have recovered since the late 20th century, and they were removed from the list of species under threat in 2007. They are now protected under the Bald and Golden Eagle Protection Act, and you can be charged $100,000 in fines for killing a bald eagle. Number 4. Golden eagle. Bigger than their bald eagle cousins, these birds range from Mexico through much of western North America, as far as Alaska. They are also found in Asia, Africa, and Europe, making them more widespread than harpy and bald eagles. They are brown with a lighter golden-brown plumage on their napes and have a wingspan of 7.5 feet. They also have 3-inch long curved talons, perfect for snatching up rabbits, marmots, and ground squirrels. They also eat reptiles and birds, and the smaller eagles eat large insects. They have also been known to attack full-grown deer. Ranchers once would hunt golden eagles that would prey on their livestock, but recent findings have shown they didn't really attack the livestock that much. It was perhaps just fear that drove humans to hunt these majestic birds. But today, these birds are protected by law, and like the bald eagle, the golden eagle also had particular value given to their talons by Neanderthals. Gold eagles can be pretty territorial, and their marked territories are as large as 60 to 80 square miles. They make their nests in high places and build them up huge, so they can reuse them when breeding seasons come around. Number 3. Grizzly bear claw. These could even double as Swiss Army knives if you needed them to. Their 2 to 4-inch claws help them swipe salmon from the water, dig through the ground for rodents, and rip apart old tree stumps to find insects and scoop out their carefully constructed homes. They're often referred to as being razor sharp, but that's not true. You can't really shave with them, but it works to pluck their food from small places. And, unlike lion claws, theirs are non-retractable. So, basically, they're always ready for a fight. Most females grow to 290 to 400 pounds, and males grow to 400 to 790 pounds. In some places, they can be as small as 220 to 300 pounds as well. Of course, there have been exceptions. A huge grizzly male has been recorded at a weight of 1,500 pounds and a height of nearly 10 feet. They can be found in Asia, Europe, and North America. giving them the broadest range of bear species in the world. And luckily, as far as their conservation status goes, they are of least concern. Good thing too, because grizzlies have the lowest reproductive rates of all mammals in North America. On average, a female will produce 2 cubs and care for them for 2 years, during which she will not mate. It is now time for our subscriber pick. Remember, if you see something interesting or bizarre on the internet, make sure you send it over to us. We'll investigate and might even feature it in a future video. Today's image from a subscriber is of what looks like a giant bird holding a human hand. We searched for a bird with talons as massive as those, and you'll like what we found. Check out number 2, Harpy Eagle. These birds are so massive that their claws match the size of a grizzly bear's, 4 inches. Take a moment to let that sink. Harpy eagles are known to be among the world's largest and most powerful eagles, growing up to 40 inches long with a wingspan of 7.5 feet. Eagles, in general, are pretty scary, but the harpy can be downright terrifying. While hunting, they can reach speeds of 50 miles an hour and grab and carry prey equal to their own body weight. So yes, they could quickly snatch up a sloth relaxing on a tree branch. The males usually take smaller prey, between 1 and 5 pounds, and females take larger prey, usually around 6 pounds. Adult females regularly grab spider monkeys, male howlers, and sloths weighing 13 to 20 pounds too, and fly off without landing, an incredible feat of strength. Sadly, these majestic creatures are declining quite rapidly. It is primarily threatened by habitat loss due to logging, cattle ranching, and agriculture. It is also under threat by poachers and hunters because they are seen as a danger to people and the livestock. There have been no records of harpy eagles attacking humans or cattle, but a bird that size is bound to scare a few people. There are, however, national programs trying to recover the species. So, to answer the question, grizzlies and the harpy eagle have about the same size of claws. Did you get it right? Before we check out number 1, we have a quick challenge for you. In the next 5 seconds, hit the subscribe button and ring the bell for notifications, and you'll automatically learn a new musical instrument. Try it. It really works. Number 1. Therizanosaurus. Well, they are extinct, but we're talking about animals with the most giant claws ever. So we can't not talk about this lizard that lived way back in the late Cretaceous period. These remains were found in 1948 by a Mongolian field expedition at the Gobi Desert. At first, they thought it was a turtle-like reptile because they only had some bones and a giant claw to go on. Additional findings of a forelimb, hind limb, and the rest of the body confirmed it was more like a lizard. The skeleton reveals the Therizanosaurus grew to 33 feet in length and had the longest known claws of any land animal, a whopping 19.6 inches. Their claws were stiff and elongated, mostly to harvest seaweed or open termite mounds. It's unlikely they had predators, as its size probably intimidated them. They were amongst the tallest dinosaurs, so even if a predator did try to hunt them, they wouldn't have been able to bite any higher than an adult Therizanosaurus's thighs or belly. And those are the 10 animals with the biggest claws. If you ever come across them, you might want to tread lightly and try your best not to provoke them. As we've seen in this video, it probably won't end well for you. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the like button and check out others on the 4 Evergreen channel. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.